Welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, and today we have a semi-secret nation with a semi-secret formable. Now, we haven't played as China yet, and we do have a lot of them to choose from, but we're going to go all the way to the end and pick Sinkiang. Now, don't get too cozy, because we're not going to be playing as Sinkiang for very long. We do have a leader, some national spirits that we don't care about, a focus tree that's similar to what we're going to have, but what we want to do is kick off the second Khmul rebellion. Once we have done that, we can basically play as our new nation and go for our formable. So we just need to pick up Strengthen the Warlords, the Office of Sinkiang, and then the Rebellion. Now, there's no point doing any research because we don't carry it over, so there's no point improving the nation we're not going to play as. We won't have time to build anything, so no point in that. We also have a little army that we're just going to delete because we won't be needing that. And that is the setup. Now we just progress until the rebellion kicks off doing absolutely nothing. What I will do before the rebellion, actually, I'm going to pick up a few of these focuses for some free factories because I think that carries over and then we can repeat them. So we'll just grab these three here for 35 days each. Make sure you slow it down so you can immediately pause on 1 AM, but I missed it and it's 2 AM, so never mind. What we're going to do here is we're going to seize this opportunity and long live the Khan, and we will switch over and play as the Khmul Khanate. Now we start with 4 little divisions, which is nice. We'll put them in an army and we'll switch them all to cavalry because obviously we're doing cavalry. We have the Khan here, who is the wild horse, war support and some cavalry attack and defense. So we are leaning fully into the cavalry for this run as well. So that's all we're going to be making. Now, what is the reason for this? Because we have a new formable, proclaim a new age for Mongolia, where we become the Greater Mongolian Khanate. So it does require quite a bit of land and, you know, it's going to be quite difficult to get to. But that is the aim for the video. As you can tell, we need to take some of China, we need a little bit of Japan, and we also need a bit of the Soviets. So we have got 3 majors that we have got to crush to get there. So we're going to cancel that focus because I don't care about that. We are going to go and get a free civ while we wait for our civil war to finish. And then we're going to go and get our leader as our general. And we are going to make sure we grab the victory points quickly. We have obviously left them with 0 troops, so there'll be no opposition. We do need to grab the victory point in the north here quickly because the Soviets will send some volunteers that come about the 10th of November. So if you don't grab them quick enough, it screws you. Luckily, there we go. We have done it pretty quickly. We can have enough war score to take 2 of the provinces. So once we do the pass, and the rest goes to our southern neighbour, but don't worry, we will be taking that off them very quickly. I did forget to show we only have 1 mill, and we do need to improve that quite rapidly. We can go get our first unique focus where we get the governor. We can now join factions if we want political power, war support, some cause, and a war goal for our southern neighbour. We do want to force deploy this horsey boy as soon as possible, so we have 5 divisions. We are lacking guns and manpower, which isn't going to prove anytime soon. That focus is done, which means we get a war goal with the south. We will just hold it out for a little bit and wait for their divisions to come and garrison our border. We'll grab a mill in the meantime. They have less divisions, or they should have less divisions. We will join the Anti-Comintern Pact. And they have 2 or 3 divisions, which is fine. Not enough for the border. Right, we'll start our annex goal now they're here. So we can pin this one in place. We will just walk around to their victory point and we'll pin the 2 up here on the right-hand side. Our focus for our free mill is done, so while we're waiting to take that victory point, we'll just go and grab the research slot because we only have 2 and we do have a lot to research at the moment. And taking that was not enough. Okay, we need to grab the other victory point. I thought that caps them, so this is not going well already. We do have our other division, so we can quickly push through this way and pin them. Because we have the capital, we can go and get this last focus where we become the champion father of the faithful. We get some weekly manpower, the rest of the cause, and we will be known as Yeti Shah. Sinkiang Ma is defeated. We will just go and take all of their provinces, which is now our core. So we get some lovely manpower, some more factories, and then we'll remove our army back to our capital. We'll go and get the army offensive to get the army experience ticking up, plus an extra 5% division attack is always nice. We'll go and line up a load of new divisions, which we won't be able to deploy, but we'll slowly start fielding them as we get more manpower and equipment. Focus tree wise, we can grab a few mills and factories. There is some focuses over here with warlord states improvement, but we do lose the warlord state modifier, so there's not really much point in taking them. We'll grab a few of the bonuses and mills and civs first. We're going to just build mills after this one civ because we don't have many provinces to build in. Japan has started their war on China, so hopefully this lasts for quite a while because we don't want to get involved too early and we don't want either side to cap. We have had an update where we now have some extra energy based on the coal, and they've moved the equipment conversion over to the machine tools, which is very handy. And we do have new buildings of the reinforced electrical grid for energy requirements per infrastructure, and a higher capacity where we get more resource gain per infrastructure. So they are addressing the coal issues that people have raised. We'll go to partial mob, and we will also go up to limited conscription for some more manpower. We're going to go artillery, some cavalry recon, because we get lovely bonuses for that, and we'll add them to our divisions. Political-wise, we can go for power struggle, we can go communist, but we're going to proclaim a rival government, which gives us cause on all of China. We'll go and grab trains, because we have absolutely no idea what a train is. And funny enough, supply in this area is not brilliant to, really undersell it. We'll just keep deploying our units as well. We are lacking quite a bit of equipment, but we are going to trick people into giving it to us. We'll go and pick up the personal leadership, which doesn't make him a field marshal, so that's about as useful as a chocolate teapot. We will get one of these traits, though, which is kind of handy. We'll continue picking up our industry bits and pieces. We can get either defensive posture or cult of personality is good. I may actually seek Japanese support because I can't quite remember what these decisions are. As you can see, he's not a field marshal. We will promote him, which is cheaper because we do have politically connected, but that's probably one of the worst traits, so that really didn't help me out, that focus. But we'll get him, and then we'll get our new general. Unaligned support for weekly stability. Become a puppet. Not good. And infantry for negative weekly stability and a bit of non-aligned support. Okay, that focus and these Japanese support is absolutely pointless. Let's go and get rural militias, because we do need that 1% pop, because we're at 2.5 and we've completely run out of manpower. We'll go and get the infantry, mounted infantry subcategory, because we get a load of bonuses for mounted infantry and the cavalry recon detachment. I think I've got all the focuses I want, so we'll go and proclaim the rival government. We'll get cause on all of China, but we're not planning on using that just yet. We want to take on the Soviets first. We'll start lining up on the Soviet border. I want to go early because I want to distract them before the Germans attack and make it easier. Because basically the Germans are going to do all the heavy lifting. We're just a distraction. Proclaim rival government, which means we have the Chinese focus tree now, which we're not really going to use too much of. We will go and grab some bits and pieces off some allies and get some civs. We are going to need more divisions, I feel, to fight the Soviets. We just need to man the border and make sure they don't push us back is the key element. What I will do, actually, is increase our units because they were 8 width. So we're going to go up to 18 width cavalry divisions. It costs us nothing because of, obviously, our lovely doctrine. I am actually going to build a supply hub up here because we have a 0 supply and I feel like we need it. We've got a bit of time. We'll build, obviously, a railway to connect it up to our main supply hub. Japan has finally declared on us, which is good news. They can't currently get over to our land. It does mean we can go up to extensive conscription because we need many, many manpowers. Yeah, we are 200,000 short at the moment. People are now agreeing to give us all of this lovely equipment. Thank you, Germany. What we will also do is make ourselves a bigger deficit, and then people will be a lot more generous to us at this time of the year. Let's build a supply hub here on the eastern front as well to be ready for the Japanese. While they're building now, we will go and reorganize the railway network so we can get both of these built quickly. Finally, we'll justify on the Soviets. 125 days, just in early 41. We need to declare before the Germans do and give a little bit of time for the Soviets. Oh, they're going to fund our own war. Thank you. Oh, very generous, the Germans. The Greeks are also very generous. We are building the last few railways to connect our supplies up. We'll force deploy these 20, and then we'll put this down to low priority so they don't take the equipment, but we have a deficit so that the allies will start giving us more equipment, and we'll just get these a new general. Time to declare on the Soviets. They are going to bring no one in. Luckily, sometimes they get guaranteed by the allies, I find, in this, but not this time, so hopefully we don't get absolutely steamrolled over. They are attacking, but I think it's such negative territory for them, they just have no chance of pushing us. So we'll just sit here and raise our war score. They're doing the odd attack, but it's absolutely fine. I wish they would force attack a little bit more. We are getting some supplies from allies and Germany as well, which is nice. We don't have the manpower to put them in the field, but at least when we do, we've got equipment ready. Germany has kicked off Barbarossa, which means the Soviets on this front are probably quite lacking in a field army here. So we're sending an attaché to Germany to see what's going on. And yes, they literally have 2 to 3 divisions on each tile because they are too busy over in the east over here fighting me. It does say advantage. I know I'm not going to get far and we're going to lose a lot of equipment, but I'm going to push in because I just need to increase our war score so I can actually take the territory I need in the peace deal. Perfect. Right, I think this is probably far enough. So make sure we don't lose this extra tile because we want a nice border on the river line here. We have got the supply hub, which means we should be fine holding this. A few more factories, but we are lacking a lot of guns. But I feel like the Soviets now will not be able to push me back at the moment. We have got cavalry expert and leader, which is good, which means we can make you a cavalry specialist as our general. And then we can go put you as a military staff and we get excellent cavalry attack and defense bonus. China is almost capitulated, which is not great. I mean, they are seeming to be slightly stuck, the Japanese, which is good. But if China capitulates, we are screwed. The Germans are pushing slowly. They might actually get a pocket here if they can take Kiev. But they are rolling the Soviets back. We're going to go, I think. Yes, advantage. Let's go for another attack. We want more war score. And if I increase the size of our front line, it should mean that the Soviets have got to pour more troops on. So 48% estimated plan. So let's go. At least take a little bit of Mongolia as well. The Germans have actually pulled off quite a nice encirclement. That was like 15 divisions there. The Soviets are down to like 220 troops with 3 million casualties. They are very thin on this front line. I mean, they defeated Finland and the Germans are now doing a lot of resources to take that back. If they can get to Stalingrad, it should mean we could probably push out and help them cap. There is some nice pockets that are forming here, which is pretty clever from the AI. Let's start... Oh, risky, but I'm going to do it. We're going to start pushing again. Let's increase our front line and just distract the Soviets even more. Come on, just take Stalingrad. They are seriously mounting on Stalingrad, and then they've just stopped. Why push your way there and then just sit outside of Stalingrad? Why? We have got adaptable and 3 traits there, which is nice. So we can push forward. You've got Mountaineer, Cavalry Expert as well. So our generals are picking up some excellent traits here. The AI could easily win here if they were just sensible enough to close these pockets. The Soviets are 88% with 5 million casualties, and they've got approximately 180-ish divisions left. I think that's about as far as the Germans are going to get. So I think if we counter and take a few points, we should be okay. What I'll probably do is just take these divisions and beeline our way here to just open the back door up. We can get a few encirclements and some divisions crushed as well. I'm not sure if I'll be able to crush them, but we can at least get the divisions, and let's beeline our way for these victory points, and that should cap them. The Germans are actually already here. 95%. I don't think it's going to be enough. I think we need Baku, which... I mean, the Germans are just walking into it. There we go. 100%. Perfect. We'll let that tick over. The fall of Baku. The fall of the Soviet Union. Oh my god, they had 0 equipment. I was hoping they would give me some equipment, but clearly they've taken big losses. Right, we want Mongolia, Tanatuva, and then we just want 3 provinces off of the Germans. So we want that one. Oh no, sorry, 4. We want 4. We want these 3 up here as well. So this is all we actually want. I don't really care. I'll probably get maybe a bit of a puppet as well, I suppose. Right, that should be all that is required from the Soviets. Let's just double check I haven't balls this up. No, we are good. We have taken the required states. So you just need Mongolia, Tanatuva, and those 4 from the Soviets. Time to start a justification on China. Oh, 10 days out. Okay, I don't want to do that quickly. We need to get our divisions into place first. I thought it'd be longer than that. I'm going to pull out of Mongolia a bit because I don't have cores yet. So we're going to hold the mountain line here with a few divisions so we don't have to man a massive front line. Because of my manpower issue, I'm going to go desperate defense for extra 5% recruitable pop. I can always change it once we take some core territory of China and get some more manpower. But at the moment, I'm desperate for it. Let's justify our 10 days now we're in position. We are lacking basically manpower and a bit of equipment, but I'm not too bothered about that. We do just want to help cap China off. We are lacking, yeah, a fair amount of equipment, a fair amount. Germany probably won't give us any, and I can't do a non-aggression pact. If Germany decides to attack me, I'm screwed. But we'll kick this off anyway with China, so let's crack on. Hopefully this means they'll divert troops our way, and then Japan will just roll in and cap them. And then we've got cores anyway, it's irrelevant. I do hate fighting this way in these provinces because it's all mountains. Luckily, if we can take a few victory points and cap them, they might have a little bit of equipment. If not, they'll desperately have some manpower in these cities that we can just immediately core. Oh, 3,000 guns. Perfect. We did need them. I assume we got some manpower as well from that, but we must have immediately put it in our divisions. There is a supply hub here in Yushu, so we will see if we can quickly push in there and get a little bit of supply back. I don't really know how much China's got left to give. I mean, they're not actually close. They've got 0 divisions. There's like 100 divisions in the whole of the Chinese faction, but they've only got a little bit of land left. I feel like we're fine up here, so I'm going to steal a few of the divisions off this border, and we're going to put them down to help out in our Chinese war, because we do need to cap them. There's a nice encirclement. That is these divisions, because I couldn't push them out. Done, because we've surrounded them. They've lost supply. And then they are saying good night, and we can get that supply hub to us. If they're going to leave their capital open, I'm just going to immediately walk in there with our cavalry. I would assume this has got some more manpower, which, to be fair, we're okay with. But this should at least cap... I mean, look at their equipment. They have 0 equipment in that division. Can we take it before the Japanese? We can. Oh, and that caps China. Brilliant. Right, we'll take as much provinces as we can, but, you know, it's not really that important because we occupy it. Okay, we took a little bit, and now we have just got Japan to deal with. So we are desperate for a bigger army here. We will reorganize this. We will get a load more divisions out because we have a lovely, lovely amount of manpower now. So they won't have guns, but they will have men and horses. Do we want to join the Allies is the question. I feel like we'll run out of supply, and then the Germans may decide to smash my back door in. Let's just deploy all of these divisions as we can. We'll just keep force deploying these units because it's all about manning the front line. Hopefully the Allies will also do a bit of impact to them in the Pacific. Germany will send us 18,000 guns on a monthly basis. Brilliant. I desperately need that. That's going to come in. We've got a load of other people sending us stuff. I need to take Chongqing back because I have no manpower and that had millions. So we need to quickly push in there. Oh, don't lose that territory. Push that back as well. Okay, I think we can do a little bit of a crush here, and we may expand in the north and see if we can actually pull off the Mongolian formable before we actually cap Japan and push them out. We must keep up with our supply hub, so we'll build a railway to connect this one far over here because they are desperately in need of some supply. There is one up here in the north. We'll also join into our network to make sure our troops aren't taking attrition. India has left a massive backdoor for the Japanese to come through, so I desperately need to put some of these divisions here. I totally forgot about that. It probably will distract the Japanese and they'll send divisions there, and it's quite easy for us to hold. America has actually come to save my bacon there by taking Japan, so maybe we don't even have to push them out. We are just going to sit and wait, I think. We have got a fair amount of war score, I think, 15%, so that's good enough to probably take the provinces we need. Germany just loves sending us equipment, which is fine because we are just going to force our way in and make sure we get a little bit more war score before the US cap them. I feel like the US should have... Yeah, it's like 50% capitulation. Okay, we've still got a long way to go, which I suppose just means we can get more war score before the peace deal happens. Why did that happen so quickly? They must have dropped nukes or something, I would assume, because I don't really know why they've capped. But we've got more than enough war score here just to take the provinces we need in the north for our formable nation. Right, that should be everything we need for our new formable. China's joined the Allies and it's probably going to kick off again, but I don't care because we have all we need to proclaim a new golden age for Mongolia, and we should see our manpower jump up, I think. So 19 million goes to nothing, but we are the Greater Mongolian Khanate. The wild horse has restored Mongolia to its former glory. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you like the new formable that they've added of Mongolia. Try it out for yourselves. Let us know down in the comments what you want me to do next. Hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with more Hearts of Iron content. And thank you guys for watching. Peace out.